No.
Good analysis.
Yep.
Jackson took it away from Starling. Ewan against Majstorovic. Behind the back drop off. And a nice finish inside by like to run. And a bouncer for Carlos Davis is denied. Justin Thomas with a Florida State rejection. Leads to a 3 for Deng. And the first 3 of the game. Got 20. Leonard Hamilton, that's as animated as we've seen him all day. Screaming at his players to get in position. Deng has a look. Deng has a 3 to beat Notre Dame. So that is not a cakewalk tomorrow. That's the second game of the day at 2:30.
I still think people don't understand. You play so many tough games early, you never really have a chance to figure out who you are. You're almost fighting for survival early in the season with all those quad 1 games.
Deng got space at the end.
He contribute.
Active defense there, wide open 3. Deng lets it fly. That's not going to fall. Second chance. Deng, same spot. Connects that time.
Told my mother and my father was that he would be there to take care of their son off the court. He thought that my skills would take care of itself, but he instilled discipline, yes sir, no sir, and the most that I received from Coach Hamilton was off the basketball floor.
And that's why it's funny that they'll put themselves back in a spot to be in the NCAA tournament.
That ball bounced away twice from Igatoli. 3 ball. Corner pocket. Connected. Haven't made the big dance since the 2016-2017 season. Offensive rebound and the stick back by Deng.
That's defense. Murray, no good on the 3. Thomas the rebound. Meanwhile, Christian Nitu's been giving Florida State some pretty good minutes. He's giving them great minutes. Deng over Murray. He gets it to go. And again, he flag on the attack. Through traffic, put it up on the glass, and finally pulled away by Nitu. He's now playing, by the way, with Jerry Deng, number 7 for the Noles. He's a transfer from Hampton University. Who's coming off a season-high 16 points against Carolina. Here's Watkins to work, though. Skips it to Deng. Long 3 out of the corner. Rattles in for Jerry Deng. Away. Evans scoops it up right back to the basket. And that got knocked around. They play on with Watkins.
I'm a big fan of Isaiah Evans. That's a spot where you can see where his physical maturity is really going to come into play.
Jerry Deng, a smooth stroke.
Look at, the impact. And keep in mind, too, not a player you just mentioned that has seen minutes in this game is below 6'10". So tall people in that part of the world, obviously. But that is a big-time developing area of the world in terms of hoop. And what a shot by Jerry Deng.
Here's Gillis, a 3. And it'll hit the top of the glass and bounce back into play. Watkins took an unbelievable, ran into a screen in the backcourt from Gungba. And here's Jerry Deng from deep on the right and score.
Man, he can shoot the basket.
As their own screen to be able to get the easy one. Miscommunication defensively in the painted area.
FSU by 2 and the ball. Malik Ewan on the dribble.
And Watkins has to give him space. When you got a guy shooting 95%. Oh, beautiful find.
And a great hook pass down.
Basketball. And when you shoot as well as he does, I understand. Carolina now dropping back into a zone defensively.
Jackson had hit 10 of his previous 15 threes before that. So he's been absolutely cooking. Get it in deep and now outside for Deng. Got it. Nothing but net. Shot clock to 3. On the spin. Rebound tipped 2 or 3 times and controlled by the Noles. Watkins out of the pack with it. He'll give it up. They'll lift it very quickly. And
wins that battle. R.J. Davis loves that matchup too.
Just when it had gotten down to 6 points, 9 minutes to play. The swing for Deng. Yes, and an answer.
Transition defense is always important when you're playing against the Tar Heels. You can't allow R.J. Davis to get the easy ones as such.
Suddenly back up to 10. In deep. Nice spin by Deng. Instead of
the asterisks. Hey, that's just a lot of points for R.J. Davis. A great college career.
As you mentioned, reigning ACC Player of the Year. And trying to power North Carolina back into NCAA tournament contention. Deng will lift from way downtown, nothing but nets.
So 5 team fouls. Smith, boy, he has been defended and defended well most of this game against taller Florida State players. And Deng knocks in a three. Deng hit a three a moment ago. This time drives it to the basket.
And it just seems an angle to get him the ball where he can be effective.
That's a tough shot for Bethea off to the left. Battling for it down low. Knowles come away with it. Kyrie Huey was in there for the Canes. Ewan, good pass. Deng launches from the right wing and he connects.
You know what? When players get called for a travel, they always look confused. I tell you that. When I got called for a travel, I was always going to be confused.
Jerry Deng looking.
It was open for the J.
Talked about that. Got to keep it out of the middle. Clemson is killing them right now on that middle drive, finding the open man.
Thomas. Holt is in there as well. He has the feed inside and the layup. Oh, man, inside, locked in. Patience and the dunk.
Bouncy finish by Locken right there. Call those young legs.
He's got 2 or 3 dunks in the game. Challenging the shot from Deng. That's going to be.
The drought continues for the Seminoles. Green, he's banging, lost it. Deng stepped through and the finish, and that ends a scoring drought that ran almost. Salas cut off. An alley for Harris and a miss at the rim, and an aggressive rebound pulled down by Ewan. Florida State with a chance to get it down to single digits. Deng attacks and he finger rolls it in. Too easy time for Rechstein.
That's a huge shot.
Boy, the Hokies needed that to calm the seas. Lead back to 15. Holt, baseline drive, flips, Deng attacks, slays it in.
Season he's at 78%, but this is an ACC game, so he makes 1 of 2.
And he held true to that average. Timely offensive rebounds for Johnson. And the Hokies had to have it. Virginia Tech up 15. Jackson.
You can't take a lot of time if you're
Deng
Florida State.
Fires. That's a 3 they needed.
And this is a Virginia Tech just really toughed this out in the second half.
No doubt about it, as Deng's 3 will go down. Points. And it was a big first half for Virginia Tech, and they ride that. Florida State continues.
Social media today, and got to have a little trip down memory lane here in Northern Cal. Now, you went to Palo Alto High School.
I did.
How did you not come here?
Right across the, well, a couple. A great inspiration to the people in his home village. More on that later. But now gets a break, and Lee Dort, part of the 2-headed monster that plays the 5-man for Madsen, in, and Sissoko gets a breather. The runner is. Blackshear's got to shoot it. Wilkinson does, has it blocked. Justin Thomas with a great defense.
You see the Seminoles trying to get in the lane against Cal.
Deng for 3. Perfect.
Yeah, he can shoot it. Dave, you better get him stopped early, not late.
He uses his body to block the defender in a way well beyond his years. Deng hit one. Now he's got another.
Nah, they're still producing, and they've got some guys that can play coming off the bench. So you got to do that as a coach.
Oh, a defensive lapse. Watkins for three. No good. Deng with the rebound. Got it.
Extra pass, open three. Deng from downtown. Timeout, Georgia Tech.
There's no truth that one, but great defense by the Seminoles.
Holt for three. Oh, what a rebound that was by Maluk, fresh and off the bench. 15 on the timer for Florida State. Deng left open. Oh, rims it in, his second three. And McCollum with 7 points. Makes it an 8-point game. Deng off the window with some touch.
+% last year, below 30 entering play today.
And confidence is all that's about. Brad Brownell said anytime you're open, if you don't shoot the ball in practice, you're going to have to run up and down the court on a quick sprint. See a tough ball the way there.
Jones, the freshman, who knocks down the three, just his 9th triple of the season, and his minutes have been shrinking over the last 6 weeks. That's a good sign.
Well, and a good job that time coming out with the simple just driving kick. Like I mentioned it earlier, against Florida State, you have to just go one-on-one and beat your man. And when Florida State helps, you got to be able to kick the ball out to the open guy on the perimeter. One area where Florida State has struggled in ACC play is defending the three. And that time, just a great example of driving kick basketball by the Tigers.
And Clemson's a very good three-point shooting team. How about Deng? That's 2. What Florida State did so well Wednesday against Miami was move the rock. Been harder to do today, but that time they crashed. Drives, kicks, Dylan Hunter. Rebound by Justin Thomas. Deng. Boy, he's got a good-looking game. Jerry Deng.
For Brad Brownell's team have been extremely important in this basketball game, something he's been looking for over the last couple of weeks.
9 points for Jones. Chase Hunter back in. Jameer Watkins still on the bench for Florida State. Ewan doubled on the baseline. Jackson down low to Deng, who drops it in. He's got a...
I know when you played with the Bulls, there's guys that are still able to get continuation to this day from a whistle back in the 90s. That three, no good. As the shooting struggles continue for Miami, 2 for their last 12.
Yeah, both teams struggling from outside in this one early going here in the first 9 minutes. Looking for them to take it inside. Florida State's been having their way attacking that Canes interior defense.
As you know, Scott, when you go this deep in your bench, the offensive consistency can be a little challenging sometimes for both teams. Here's Deng. He'll try a long three. 2-on-1 opportunity. Joe Bay blocked at the summit. Jackson, a remarkable recovery.
Yeah, he had Kidd run on that right wing for the high
Deng the alley-oop.
Who's going to step up and really help those two guys out?
Starlight. It's not there. Who's the guy for Florida State that could do that? As Deng steps through. Oh, that was sweet. Cuff. Finger roll, yes.
Good job by Cuff just finding that opening in the middle of the paint area, being there right by the rim, finishing.
Kyle Cuff, who started his career at Kansas, providing a spark here in the second half for Syracuse. Deng! Right out.
We have J.J. Starling for Syracuse back. You talked about Marcus Burton being back for Notre Dame. 23 points in 23 minutes off the bench. It's good to see those guys back on the floor.
Yeah, Q Smith's J.J. Notre Dame, miss Marcus, no doubt. Deng. Oh! Hey now.